All right, so this video is for all of my Gen Xers out there that are, I'm gonna say over 40, but let's just say over 50. And you might be at a place where you're like, man, I'm kind of behind on my investing and I've got to do something here. I've got like 13 years before I'm 65 years old. That's what I am. I'm gonna be 52 here this month. So what do? Well, you could do the traditional and you could, invest in the stock market, put 500 bucks in from today until then. That's about 13 years. I did the math. I used Dave Ramsey's calculator and with a 7% return. If I put 500 bucks in the SP 500 in the stock market over the course of 13 years, I would end up with $128,000. And $78,000 of that would have been my contributions. So I would have made a little over $40,000, okay? Not a lot of money. So I've been in the online space for quite a while. And because of that, I've learned that you can do really well on YouTube and building a little business. It doesn't have to even be a complicated business, but a little business. And here's what I want to share with you today is what that would look like, okay? What would that look like if we were to start that right now? Well, I'll tell you, I'll give you a little insight. I already did some math. I figured out that if I was to execute what I'm about to share with you, instead of it being $128,000, I could end up with about $1.5 million. So hopefully that's gotten your interest. So here's the plan, okay? Like I said, I've been online for a long time, over 15 years, 20 years self-employed. I've done over 7 figures online multiple times. And I know that for a lot of people, it seems daunting to think about, how do I make money online? Well, I'm saying this could be very simple. And so, in fact, that's kind of what I'm doing right now with this YouTube channel. So I'm kind of giving you the next 12-year, 13-year plan. It's basically start a YouTube channel in a niche that you're interested in, one that you have knowledge in. I have knowledge in video. I've been doing it for years. I've built multiple businesses off of video. So I'm going to share that, build up an audience. Once you get the views, a lot of people don't realize this, but you can actually turn on YouTube ads. And when you're running YouTube ads, you're getting paid for people just viewing your videos. So when that becomes a thing, all right, and you can go ahead and get paid for that, to get to $1,000 a month, probably you could get there in, well, I'm going to get there in under a year, and probably, let's say, worst case would be a year, maybe 18 months. So that's $1,000 a month, and that's pretty much on autopilot because you're not doing anything other than showing up and doing videos. All right, so that's the first thing. So $1,000 per month. That also, by the way, making a little turn there. The other thing is when you have that, now there's other things that happen because you're getting views, which means that you can also start recommending products that you're using. So for us, for this channel, give you an example, we're live streaming once a week. There's a tool out there called StreamYard. And StreamYard is a live streaming platform. We would get paid a commission if you went through our link, okay? And to get that to $1,000 a month, another a very achievable, very achievable goal that you could technically get to. The other thing, sorry about the camera here, it's kind of going a little wishy-washy on me on the selfie stick here. Walking up a hill again. So that's $2,000, right? So you could YouTube ads, $1,000 a month, and then getting to promote other products and getting paid a commission on those, which if you go to Amazon, you can sell any products on Amazon and get paid a commission. You can find independent ones like StreamYard, like I'm talking about. CapCut has one for video editing. Again, you'd have to find your industry and what people are offering or businesses are offering. But to get to $1,000 a month, not that hard of a thing to do. So that's $2,000. Now, because I'm in the online educational space, the other thing that I'm going to do, and anyone can do, is once you do have an audience and you are helping people with something or sharing something that you know that is helping them, you can create a little course. And I've created multiple courses, and I've done over multiple 7 figures from doing courses. But if you only sold 10 courses a month at $500, that's $5,000. And I know that might seem to you like, oh, I don't know if I could do that. If you have an audience, you can do it. Trust me. All right, so my plan is $1,000 from YouTube ads monthly, affiliate products, $1,000, and then course sales, $500 for 10 a month, only 10 a month. I mean, probably can get to selling 1 a day, but let's just be very, very conservative. So that's $7,000. If you do the math, I did it already, it's over $1 million in 13 years. So if you just took that money like you would anyway if you were working and you put it in a savings account, you would be able to walk away in 13 years with $1 million. Now you say, well, Scott, you got taxes. Yeah, you're right. So take some taxes out of there. You're still over $600,000, $700,000. And you didn't put $500 a month into this SP 500 fund. Okay? Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. A little bonus thing is once you have an audience, another cool thing that you get to do is you get to, hold on a minute, let me make the corner here. The other thing that you get to do is you can now have sponsors want to come on your show or on your videos and they want to sponsor it. So let's say that you're someone that's a car enthusiast. Well, you got insurance companies. You have, maybe it's a muscle car community that you're a part of, and they have, different parts that if they buy from their catalog, you would get 20% commission or 10% commission or whatever, right? So there's tons of different opportunities there for commissions, but you would also have the opportunity to have them want to sponsor a video. And sponsorships, they can go from $500 for a video all the way up to, I've seen them as high as $100,000 or more. I've personally experienced it on my other channel, Brand Creators, where I've charged $1,000 for one mention in a live stream. That's one live stream because I have the audience. So let's just say that you charged $3,000, or let me put this back on me. Let's say that I'm going to charge $3,000. I'm going to find 1 or 2 sponsors that are going to want me to mention their brand in a video. Well, now I just added another $3,000 to my monthly income. And if I was just to take that money and sock it away into a savings account, high yield interest, of course, well, you would be able to walk away with an additional $450,000-ish, okay? So that's 1.5 million. Let's take 500,000, give it to the government. You're still left with $1 million after 13 years. Let's call it 12 years, be a little bit less, but you get the point. And here's the other cool thing. I'm gonna probably bet that I'm shooting low for these numbers. I'm shooting low. They're actually probably going to be a lot higher, because if I get my views to where I think I could get my views, I could be making $5,000 a month on just ads. I could be making $5,000 a month on just affiliate commissions. I could be selling, instead of 10 courses a month, I could sell 20. So do you see the difference? Right now, if you're a Gen Xer and you're behind on your investing in the stock market is probably not going to get you to where you want to go. Because at the end of the day, when you retire, well, I'm doing what I'm doing right now as if I was retired, because I basically work from home. I sit out by the pool in the morning with my wife. I exercise when I want. I've been doing this for years. But for people that are working a 9-to-5, a W-2 job, it can seem a little unreal. But me personally, that's my retirement plan, and it has been. And do I invest in the stock market? Of course. Sure. I'm doing a SEP fund, because that's also a tax deduction or a tax deferred on your income. But I just also want to say here that I am not a financial advisor at all. I do have one. I have a financial advisor, and it was funny because we were going over my stuff, and he was like, Scott, I'm not worried about you one bit, because you're probably never going to retire, because what you're doing is what you're doing, and you're never going to stop because you love it so much. And it just happens that you make money and you create these recurring revenue streams. Funny story. I literally had a check come in the mail the other day for 500 bucks, and I didn't realize it, but I've been getting that check for about 8 years, and I have not promoted the product that I'm getting that commission from, because it was a lifetime commission. 500 bucks, just recurring. So the reason why I wanted to shoot this video, I wanted to test this out too. I wanted to see, can I walk and talk and give you my thoughts? Do you guys like this style? I'm curious. I like it. I'm getting exercise at the same time. I'm doing what I love, and hopefully I'm helping you. So let me know in the comments. Do you want me to do more of these? And let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, think about it. As a Gen Xer, we got to pull together here. And you know, it's crazy when you think about it. Just like I did the other day, I'm like, man, 13 years? I'm gonna be 65? Damn, I don't have a lot of time there. So I started putting together this little plan, and I thought I'd share it with you today. So hopefully you enjoyed this. If you wanna see the video where I break down how YouTube changed my life, going back 14 years ago, I'm gonna go ahead, put a video up right there, and you can watch that one next. I'll see you there.